Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Monday. It's been a while since I have come in here live, and I was thinking about it a lot of last week, but so much was going on last week. It was a huge week, so I didn't just want to come in here and just go live just to go live. So I held off. But I hope you're all having a wonderful Monday. I didn't plan this live. I knew I wanted to come on in here, but this one has actually come from inside the group on Saturday. I believe it was Saturday. It was. I asked everybody what leadership and management topics did you want to learn more about? So we've been going along for a while in here. There's a whole stack of you that are watching that, don't comment or, they're not asking questions, but I know you're in here and I know you're watching. So I wanted to just find out what was actually going on for you all. And it was great. I got a few of you writing some comments in there, so thank you very much. And I'm actually going to address one of them right now. This one actually comes from Rachel. So Rachel was first in the group to comment, and what she had wanted to know was more about being in the middle and what to do when you are stuck in the middle. I was going to play the song. Stuck in the middle with you, but I thought, no, I won't do that. But what to do when you are stuck in the middle. And she says that as an example, when you're managing your own team, but you also need to manage up, and specifically when team members are unhappy with higher management behaviors or cultures. So how do you preserve genuineness in what you can say and do in both directions to help facilitate positive outcomes? Now, what a great question, and it's a good question because so many people have asked it all the time. It is standard. You are stuck in the middle. You're in a sandwich, all right? So you've got to manage your team and then you've got to manage up the line as well. And it is tough. It is a really tough place to be. But I've got a couple of things that I want to actually talk about with that one. Ultimately, when people are unhappy with higher management behaviors or culture, it really comes down to being an employee engagement issue. And we've heard it all before. Most people leave their managers, not their jobs. So people have come in and they're working, they love what they do, they're there to do the work, but their management or culture of the organization is, kind of gets in the way a little bit. So with this one, I'm actually going to ask you first to step into your own leadership. We know that management and leadership are two very different things, so we're going to step into that leadership. And what I'm also going to say is, without knowing all of these details, without knowing any of the ins and outs of exactly, or like the circumstances of what we're talking about here, we're going to say, I want you to stop trying to fix the problems. So, I talk a lot about people and having monkeys. And generally, when people are coming to us and they're complaining about something from higher management, something that has a process that's been done, there's a restriction, there's, whatever else might be happening, and they're not happy about it, I want you to stop and think, am I just trying to fix this problem here? Do I just want to make everybody happy? And am I just going to run around and try and fix it? Am I just going to look for something to say and placate them and make them feel better? And then how do I raise that with my boss about, that's a really shitty decision? I want you to stop trying to fix the problem. Okay, we're going to step into then helping people to overcome their challenges. So step out of this reactive space of management, and I want you to step into the proactive space of leadership. What are they actually really trying to say to you here? Because most of the time you will find that people need to be heard. They need to feel valued. They need to feel listened to. So a lot of the frustrations can generally just be an outpouring of, do you know what this is? I'm just really, really annoyed, really pissed off about this. This is frustrating me. How are they expecting me to do my job when all of this happens and blah, 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 right? Now, it's your role in this leadership space to realize, is there an actual real issue here, or is this person needing to vent? Do they need someone who they feel has got their back, someone who's on their side, someone who can say, yeah, I get it. You know, it is really hard and it's really frustrating. Or is there a real issue? Is this person going to actually put in a complaint? Are they looking at leaving? What is actually happening here? And this is the role that I want you to take. So it's more of an observer role. Now, if you haven't been spending some individual time with your people, you might not actually know what motivates this person. But chances are whatever they're complaining about is hitting on one of their core values or one of their motivations in the workplace. So really dig down a little bit deeper and actually ask what they're really complaining about and what it is that they might actually want you to do about it. Because you might find that you just need to listen to them and you just need to be there. You need to know the truth behind this before you just go and act and do something. And I can say this because it's happened to me plenty of times where I've raced off and I'm like, right, this is an issue, and I've gone to go to my management to fix it, and I've fought these battles for them, and I've come back and I'm like, hey, look, this is what I've just got for you. And they're like, oh, no, I prefer it the other way. Thank you. What? What do you mean? I just went and did all of this because you said that was really frustrating you. We didn't take the time to stop and actually ask and possibly head into a bit of a coaching scenario here where we're like, all right, well, what are you going to do about it? And an example of this is when we had a whole team of people. We were across different states, and our people were asking for their own cars. So we had some shared cars, and they were asking for their own cars. Now, we knew that there was no budget for the cars. So us as managers all got together and we spoke about this. And we're like, okay, well, we actually believe it would be a good thing for them to have them, because we saw other people having cars that never left the car park for the day, but they got it because they were senior to other people in there. And we kind of looked at it and went, come on, our team are salespeople. They're out on the road. They really need these cars all the time for them to be able to do their job and do it effectively. So we got together and we put a business case together to put it up through to management. And so what we did though was when we got back to our teams was we had a big team meeting together. So we got all of our teams together and in a room one day, and we spoke about some of the challenges that we were having, and this came up again. And so we were able to say, look, this is what we've done. We agree that yes, this is a great solution to a problem that we're currently having. However, chances are it's not going to be approved anytime soon. Budget's already been set. There's no more money coming in. We need to be quite realistic about this. Even though we've put together this business case, then we brought it back to them and went, so let's have a look at the actual problem that we're having, because needing the cars was identifying a solution to a problem. They didn't just want the cars to want the cars. It was because that there was an actual problem of being able to get out and be out with all the businesses that they needed to see and to go and do it the way we were supposed to in terms of our processes. So we then brought it back to the problem and went, okay, let's brainstorm the problem. And it was at this point we moved into a grow coaching model that went, all right, what is it that we're actually trying to achieve? What's working? What have we already tried? What are our other options? So what else can we possibly do? And we came up with a couple of different ways that we could do. Look, they weren't ideal. The best case scenario was that everybody got their car or they got responsibility for that car. But we were stuck in the middle, right? There was no way that we could just go, yeah, sure. So we needed to come up with a different way. And so when you're stuck in the middle like this and you've got problems coming down, you've got decisions coming down from up above, people below going, well, I don't think they've really thought about how this impacts on us. Your job then is to go, okay, what is the actual issue here? What is the problem? This is just a decision. Are we reacting for starters, or is there a real issue? If so, what is that issue? And you really need to get deep in this. So before you start running around trying to go and help everybody, you need to understand what this actual issue is. And only then can you decide, okay, what else can we do about it? And so I'm going to ask you then to move into this grow coaching model scenario. So start coaching them and saying, okay, well, if that's the problem that we've got based on this decision, what are some other options that we can do? Because trying to get them to reverse the decision, which ultimately is probably what they want, not going to happen anytime soon, right? So we need to be really realistic about some of this stuff. And if you can just sit and listen and allow them to be heard and allow them to feel understood, then that's your first half done. Okay, then you move into, all right, well, what are our other options? Let's talk it through. Let's brainstorm some ways here that we can get around this to fix the problem that we've actually got. Because I think a lot of the time you'll find that there is no real problem and they're actually just wanting to have a whinge. Because what we find is people don't resist change. It's about they resist being changed. So when nobody has a say in what's happening, chances are they're like, oh, I don't like that. But if you dig a little bit deeper, you find out that it's not so much about the change itself, but it's about the fact that they don't feel valued, they didn't feel listened to, they didn't feel heard, they didn't have any input in what that actually might look like. And so the same thing happens when people are actually complaining to you or they've got issues, they're unhappy with managers, the behaviors or the culture inside that organization. It's one of those few things in there. So I wanted to just jump on and I hope that kind of helps you. It's a mindset shift is all it is, because if we take out of we step out of trying to fix everybody's problems and taking all of our monkeys and actually trying to understand what is really happening here, what is the bigger picture, and what can we do to solve these immediate problems, you'll find that there's no issue. This whole being in the middle then becomes quite a privilege, and it's a great place to be once you actually start to listen, allow your people to feel heard and valued and understood. And if there's a real issue, then put a business case together and take it forward. That's all you need to do around this one. So I hope that helps some people who have had this concern, this worry, this challenge. It is a challenge, but I can guarantee you that it's a mindset shift is all it is. So if you can turn that around to go, I'm here to help rather than to fix, I think you'll find that your outcomes will be a little bit better, and you'll actually be able to build some really good, strong trust and culture with your team. So let me know what you think about this one. Type a comment in. I don't even know if we've got anybody watching. If we're watching, say hi. Otherwise, you're watching this back on the replay, just, pop a comment in. Let me know how this resonates with you. And if you've got any other questions, if I've missed something, you want more clarification on something, you have a different perspective, please, I want to hear them all. So make sure you pop them in the group here. It's been great to see you all. Thank you so much for commenting on my post about what challenges you have. There are some more on there, so stay tuned for more of these lives coming up to help you out with some of these current challenges that you've got. If you have any challenges, either write them here on this video or go and pop into the group. It's a big green banner that says, Happy Saturday is what it starts out at. So just go and pop your comments in on there, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.